Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is gzduel, and I'm here today to present to you a replay and an analysis of when I played Lightsworn against my opponent who was playing some Monarchs. Now, what's really interesting about this game is it shows how you can play around certain game mechanics, and the special game mechanics that Monarchs like to abuse is card removal. So their effects are mandatory effects. If you guys don't know, let me just pause the video right here. Okay, so their effects are mandatory effects. If you read Caius or if you read Ryza, is when this card is tribute summoned, return one card on the field to the owner's deck. So if you have no cards on your side of the field, when they tribute summon one of their Monarch monsters, their effect has to resolve. Unless it's Mobius, then if you have any spell or traps, Mobius will destroy your own. But if you don't, Mobius effect will fizzle out. But for these Monarchs, when it's like one card, then it itself counts as a card. So if you tribute summon Caius while your opponent has no monsters or no cards on the field, you have to banish your own Caius. That's just a mandatory effect. So I'm going to let the video play on. Okay, so first turn, I set a Raikou, a very standard first turn move. He uses Pod of Duality, and he gives me the information in his hand that he has a Battle Fader. So I know in his hand right now he has a Battle Fader, and in his graveyard he has a Treeborn Frog. Okay, so let the video resume. I'm gonna use Raikou's effect right away to destroy itself. So it's the key thing right here. I'm using Raikou to destroy itself because one, I don't want the Caius or whatever to banish it, therefore not milling the 3 cards. And also by removing the monster from my side of the field, he can't tribute any Monarch. So as you can see here, he's forced to play Dark Dust Spirit. He's forced to show me one of his trump cards, Dark Dust Spirit, because if he chooses to summon Caius or Ryza, it would have to banish itself, and he can't use Soul Exchange because I don't have any monsters. And besides this Dark Dust Spirit, he really can't do much. So I'm going to let the video resume. He's using Dark Dust Spirit because Dark Dust Spirit won't destroy itself. He's going to attack me. Now over here, I'm going to drop my Gores. The reason why I drop Gores, even though I know he has Dark Dust Spirit next turn, is because I want to bait out this Battle Fader. When I bait out the Battle Fader, I know that when I go for game, I am able to do so. So his Dark Dust Spirit is going to return, is going to be my turn. I'm going to try to see if this combined damage won't force my opponent to play Battle Fader. So hold on a sec. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna attack, and interestingly, my opponent didn't use Battle Fader. So his mentality must be, I want to use Battle Fader to save my life when I really need it. Right now, I'm okay. I have tribute fodder with my Treeborn Frog, so I'm gonna save my Battle Fader. So that's probably what he's thinking. He's gonna special summon out Treeborn Frog. At this point, since I know he had Dark Dust Spirit, I was expecting a Dark Dust Spirit, but he's gonna just summon out Caius. So I guess it was a good move. Because if he summoned out Dark Dust Spirit would return to his hand during the end phase, and he'd be forced to probably discard a card, or probably have to set Soul Exchange, which will hinder his Treeborn Frog from coming back. So that's probably why he went and chose to summon Caius. I'm going to go ahead and drop Tragodia. The reason why I dropped Tragodia is because I want to, again, just put up some board presence right now because I want to get rid of this Caius. I'm counting on the fact that he doesn't have a Caius, and I'm just trying to stall for a couple of turns. As you can see, I have 3 monster reincarnations and a Foolish Burial, and if I just pause the game right here, as you can see in my graveyard, I have 1 name, 2 names, and 3 names of Lightsworn. So when it's time for me to push, what I can do is, as well, I have a JD. So what I can do is I can use the Foolish Burial to send 1 last name of Lightsworn, and I'm going to use one of these reincarnations to get rid of the Necro Gardener, okay? And then I'm going to get back one of these Judgment Dragons, and I hopefully will attack, but he has Battle Fader, so I want to be able to bait out his Battle Fader. So that's why I have this Tragodia on the field. Now I know he has a Dark Dust Spirit, so what I tried to do was go for Zen mains, but it didn't really work out. So what I did was I used the reincarnation preemptively. I'm going to send the Necro Gardener into the graveyard. Now, what I did wrong was this. I used the Tragodia's effect, and I accidentally clicked on Necro Gardener instead of Lila, because once I click on Lila, what I can do is I can activate this Foolish Burial, send, I don't know, Jane or whatever, other level 4 into the graveyard, and then what I would be able to do, send Wolf to the graveyard, and what I'd be able to do is Wolf will special summon itself, this Tragodia will be level 4, and I can go into, let's see what it is, Maestroke right here. So because I know he has Dark Dust Spirit, Maestroke will prevent itself from being destroyed. Keep in mind, I don't know he has a Kaias, and I don't know that he has a Mobius. So let the video resume. I made a misplay, misclick, whatever you want to call it. I didn't do the move that I wanted to do, but it's okay. I got rid of the Necrogarna, so I'm hoping that it will save my life. Now, he's going to summon Kaias, which is unexpected. So keep in mind, if I did what I said, that is to summon out Maestroke, it would have been the same thing. He would have used Kaias, banished my Maestroke. Maestroke is dark, so I'm going to take 1000 damage anyway. So the result would be relatively the same, except I would have Wolf in the graveyard. But good thing right here, I'm going to use Necrogarna to protect myself. He has a Kaias. Now, what I'm looking for right now is if I can just somehow get 4 Lightsworn monsters into the graveyard, and then somehow use Foolish Burial to bring Honest. As you can see here, look. Okay, so this is very key right here. So this is actually very intricate. I use Foolish Burial to send Honest into the graveyard because I know I have Monster Reincarnation. Now I drew into Solar Recharge, which is very interesting because with Solar Recharge, I can hopefully get a couple of mills in and hopefully get into the last Lightsworn monster that I needed. So I'm gonna let the video resume. Okay, so I'm going to bring back one of these Lightsworn monsters and then just tribute it off, mill a couple of cards. Good thing I draw into a Solar Recharge. Just keep milling, And I actually mill into a Wolf. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to activate Wolf's effect. He's going to chain Max C. So right here, as you can see, I definitely have enough Lightsworn monsters with different names in the graveyard right now. He's going to... he's just going to activate the Max C, so no sense in giving my opponent extra cards. That's why I'm not going to special summon out the JD. What I instead want to do, if you can see what I wanted to do, summon out Wolf, and then just activate Monster Reincarnation, ditch ditch Lumina, and just attack for game. As you can see here, this was very well played, very intricate. I had to play around a lot of cards at the same time, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is Gary gzduels, signing out.